Okay, so before I get too carried away and completely forget to keep y'all posted and then just jump into it, let me get y'all updated. So, it is Saturday, 2 days before the meat chickens will be 8 weeks old, and that is our planned harvest for them. Well, unfortunately, this morning I found 2 more dead, and I've had this sneaking suspicion that I might have a rat, because we have the coon problem, and obviously I'm trying to find my coolers. This is all stuff I would have done tomorrow night ahead of time, but now I'm kind of rushing. But anyway, let me keep straight. So we had the coon problem, and I addressed that, put traps out, caught a couple coons, fell down, caught a couple raccoons. And then thought we were good, you know? No more deaths. And then I think like 2 days ago now, one or 2 days ago now, come out and had 1 dead chicken. And that one was one that had been injured by the raccoons, and he had the like open wound. And so in my head I was like, you know what, probably one of 2 things happened. One, he got sick, you know, from the wound and passed away, and then the other chicken started eating on him because, you know, food. Or 2, they got hungry and started eating on his open wound, and then he passed from that. I disposed of that. I didn't see any signs of anything, you know? And then again, you know, a couple days go by, no problems. And then here we are right before harvest, and I come out, like I said, today I found 2 more dead. And this time I can see a little bit of newer blood. And so the one thing I didn't consider is a rat, because, you know, with the egg layers, if you get a rat, the egg layers, they'll just kill it, you know, as long as you're not dealing with smaller birds that the rats can easily overpower and drag away. A grown chicken will absolutely attack a rat, kill a rat, and eat a rat. So I wasn't worried about it. I didn't take into consideration the fact that Cornish Cross meat birds don't have those same survival instincts and fight back instincts, and so a rat could very easily kill. And so I ended up losing 2 more birds, and so that's enough's enough. So I'm down to 14 chickens at this point. So instead of waiting 2 more days and leaving the rat opportunity to eat 2 more birds, I'm nixing it right now and I'm taking it out. So again, I don't even know if it's a rat for sure. I'll end up setting some traps after harvesting here and see if we can't figure out what it is. But sun's definitely getting my meat birds, and so now instead of waiting 2 days and possibly losing more, I'm gonna call them today, and it is what it is. So I'm kind of rushing to get my stuff together, because normally we would have started this video Sunday night and I would have been all, you know, tomorrow is harvest day, and harvest day starts with preparation the night before. So unfortunately, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men, right? So here we are, and so now we're just kind of putting it together. So with that in mind, and I'm trying to get a rush to it because I've got other things planned today, but I'm gonna try and knock this out first. So I've already got my plucker and my table out there from the other day. I just got this. So this is a cool little grill. But really, I just wanted it for the propane burner. So we can scald outside. Went down in the basement, that's where we just were, to get my cooler so I can pack it with ice. Just got my knife together. Gonna run through a checklist. So if you are preparing to cull your meat chickens, like I said, ideally you want to start the day before, the evening before. You know, when you're packing up for the night, make sure that you have your harvest area set up, that you're comfortable. You got shades, you got your work tables, you got your plucker, your scalder, all that. I'd say have that already out where you plan on harvesting, or close by. If you can't, just leave it out. And then yeah, so you're just gonna want to prep the night before. Sorry, I was distracted by a couple of chipmunks playing over off the corner. All little movements got me nervous now, trying to spot the rat, you know. But so you prep the night before, that way, you know, as soon as you wake up, you can do what you got to do and then get to it, and you're not wasting time, losing time prepping in the morning. And then it'll just be easier to take your time, go through your checklist, make sure you have everything, make sure you're prepared, you're good to go, and then it can just be a smooth, easy operation. So I'm going to finish getting my things together, and then I will see you at the harvest station. So, table, we washed it, so we're good to go. Got our knife. We go ahead and put on some gloves. The gloves aren't super necessary. In fact, I'm probably just gonna go one because I like to have the feel, but I got myself an injury. So if you got any open wounds, you're gonna want to have those covered and protected. All right, so we got our chest of ice water. We got our Yardbird chicken plucker set up. We got our hose on standby. Now it does have an attachment you can screw directly into, but I find it's just as easy to throw the hose on, shower, and spray on in. And then back here, we've got our propane burner heating up our water, and so we can do our scalding right here as well. So yeah, well, let's just try and take a little second. We're looking to reach about 150 degrees, so we're looking to try and come up all the way up to here. So probably gonna take it a little second. I've never used this, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. But so we're gonna let this come up to temp, try turn it up just a bit until we at least get to temp, and then we can dial it back if we need. Obviously it's gonna take a little second because we're working on heating up that, which feels like it's starting to get hot, so I just don't want the flame directly on the bottom of my pot. But if you had a pot that was okay to touch flame, you could set that directly on there, and then obviously this is going to heat up a whole lot quicker by itself than having to wait for this to heat up and then this to heat up. Alright, so one last thing we need our kill cone, And I guess today I can use the food container. Try and catch the blood, or at least as much. As you can see by the staining, we are going to miss some, but obviously that'll vary depending on your situation. Now, you see, we did not feed them breakfast. Like I said, normally you'll have planned this the night before, and 12, 18 hours before you plan to harvest, you'll want to cut food so that their crop clear, so their intestines are clear, and you just have less chance of leakage, contamination. So we just want to be nice and easy. If they do have water, you're going to want to make sure they have water at all times. We got our first volunteer. Alright, watch that. Some wings over there. Getting everything into vacuum sealed bags. Making sure I keep track of what goes into what bag, how much it weighed. That's more for my own records, just to keep track of the numbers. And then if I wanted to end up making labels, I got everybody numbered so that I can just sit down and print out a bunch of labels and then package them. So only the whole birds left to go, and we are done. Hello, me from the future. And I've got my numbers all finished out, so we can go over how much chicken we got to harvest. And the grand total was 54 pounds, 1.7 ounces. So, not bad. Especially that was for 13 out of 30. So, I figure had I not lost my chickens, we probably would have pulled roughly 120 pounds, I think is a fair rough estimate. And you know, that's not bad at all. I was aiming for roughly 100 pounds, and that wasn't bad. It ended up being, we did 4 whole birds. Between the 4 was 22 pounds, 4 ounces roughly. I didn't do any of the carryover, any of the points when I did this breakdown math. So if you try and add up these individual parts, they're not going to add all the way back up to 54, but it's because I didn't add the points. I just ran the pounds and the ounces together for some quick math. Retail value for the whole bird was $42.72. We did 1 pound, or no, sorry, I did 14 pounds, 12 ounces of legs, retail value $20.32. We did 4 pounds, 3 ounces of wings, value $7.08. And then 11.5 pounds of breasts for $48.76, meaning as I parted it out in the end, they gave us roughly $126.88 in meat. So where's that put me? That means either I got the birds for free or I covered the cost of feed for free out of just the 13. So if I had all 30 birds survive, that means that we should definitely have at least made all of my money back or made a profit. Now that's just at retail. That doesn't include, or that doesn't compensate for if we go to what like pasture raised chicken profits are, which anywhere from add an additional 50% to the cost up to like 400% to the cost. So definitely worth the money. I've already talked with my buddy across the street, and he has a safer yard. And, you know, he's got a fully fenced in, privacy fenced yard, and he's got a neighbor on his left, a neighbor on his right, neighbors on his back. He doesn't have all the woods behind him like I do, and there's a lot of dogs in that area, so I don't think we'll have as many predator issues and predator worries. And he's willing to run the meat chickens in his backyard, so we're going to get everything built up in his place to run our meat chickens, and we're going to use the opportunity of the extra space that I've made to run more egg birds. So hopefully be able to roughly double my egg production here, and then be able to double our meat production across the street. So fingers crossed, that's the plan. If you want to see the whole butchering process, I'm going to have an alternate version of this that shows the whole butchering process. If you want to see the full breakdown of price, how much did it cost me exactly to buy the birds, how much was feed, how much did I feed them each week, the exact numbers on the pasture raised versus the retail consumer market prices, make sure to find those. They'll be up, and if they're not up already, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on them. Hit that notification bell so you can see when they come out. If you have gained anything or enjoyed this video at any point, please hit the thumbs up and bring your questions, comments, and concerns down to the comments below. I thank you guys so much for stopping by, and until next time, bye-bye.